How are we doing this?
Ladies and gentlemen, Cookie's World presentation featuring podcast with Dolo Solo, aka yours truly, the Maverick. We're gonna dive into the life of Andy Garcia. It's come up, the beginning of his journey.
Very intriguing. Very.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? What's good? It's your boy Snakes. You already know. I'm just trying to, do a little podcasting for y'all. See how I do. Hopefully, I'm good for the audience. Got a guest here. You want to present yourself?
Oh, yeah. My name's Anthony. How y'all doing? And with Snakes. By the way, who called you Snakes anyway?
I kind of made it myself.
Oh, so you made it
in high
up.
school, yeah.
Snakes.
I think it was from Dashi. I was just looking into
Oh, so you watched
his
Dashi
style.
too?
Yeah, I watched a lot of Dashi, and
Same.
I guess I got into his way of expressing.
Kind of look like him a little bit too.
Okay.
I see it the face expression, not even no joking matter. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's a compliment too. It's a legend.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
Thanks, man.
Nothing crazy.
Just first things first. Let's get into some of your early life experiences, early childhood. What was that like for you?
I know my dad. He was alcoholic, so it's and then the issues with family being a thing and arguing, a lot of arguments, and my dad coming home 2, 3 in the morning every other week while I had to go to school. It was hard. I remember one time he tried to take me to go fight at the bar when I'm 14, 15.
Wow.
It's still a little personal because I don't really want to talk about it with everyone. I'll be a little honest with at least the people that know me. Make it easier for others to understand how I think, how I am, why the way I am, my environment I grew in. Just embrace it and don't hold on to the hate, the anger, because I think that's what was difficult for me. So much pain. I held it to myself, and me being quiet. I'm pretty introverted, but now I try to be a little more open. All these things built up inside of me, and I wasn't really equipped with any social skills to be able to express myself with anyone. Throughout time, I started developing skills to socialize and express my feelings, how I feel, my thought process, and it all made more sense to me, why I am the way I am, and just embrace myself.
I know that you have an ethnic background. I know a little bit about your early life somewhat. But for the people who don't know, would you like to expand on that, and what was it like originally where you're from, if that has any relation to who you are today or what you go through now?
I grew up watching Martin Luther King a lot, so I was open to embracing everyone as who they are. Doesn't matter their background, their skin tone, and yeah, I really looked up to MLK when I was little. I remember my teacher, she would read books about him a lot, about community, how the community was brought up in the 1960s, and segregation, racism. So I kind of grew into that ideology of Martin Luther King.
Yeah, those stories in relation to your experience as what ethnic background do you come from? I mean, is what I'm asking.
Yeah, me being Latino, indigenous, Spanish background. I grew up with a lot of the black culture, and I kind of felt united with them more because of background, and then with Caucasian people
Caucasian people.
it's different, way.
Question: so who do you bond with more in your preference?
At this age of my understanding of things, I get bond with anyone, but growing up, it was more with black people. And then knowing history, like the culture and slavery and all that stuff is like, we gotta stick together, bro. That's how I was just thinking.
As I'm pouring up this drink, a couple of thoughts came to mind. Have you ever actually been fully immersed in like the environments that like your ancestors are originally part of? Like, I know you have some Mexican blood in you. Like, have you ever, taken a trip there and experienced that? What was that like?
Yeah, so my mom is from Guatemala, Xelajú. It's an indigenous area. It's pretty indigenous. Supposedly my family, they spoke Quiche, which is an indigenous language in Guatemala, Mayan culture. And my dad is from Puebla, Jalisco. I never visited Mexico, but I have been to Guatemala, and I have been to villages where they are very far away from the airport, like 10 hours away, isolated village community that speaks 3 languages, 3 indigenous languages, and they have their own Mayan laws. They dictate how they punish people, and they set the rules sometimes, most of the time, because the police don't do anything because it's corrupted. So going over there, I had to be very careful. Don't go out at night because there is a lot of narcs, and it's dangerous, and then other gangs associated with other gangs. And me being from the U.S., having a U.S. citizenship, is gonna be more riskier for me. I will definitely be a target, asking for money if they take me or something. So I try to be quiet about all that stuff.
What types of stuff do you like to do on camera?
I do funny stuff. I do pranks. I would like to do pranks, but I would like to do vlogs. The sports that I get into, family gatherings, reunions with friends, and express myself more genuinely to those that don't really know that don't really know me, and that know that I'm pretty quiet. I would like to express myself a little more honestly.
So then I guess that opens up the question, what's everyday life like for you?
It fluctuates, it depends. Sometimes I do have to go to different states, do reports, submit videos for my boss, for his clients, practice my sport, my martial art. I enjoy reading. It was so funny, bro. No, we can edit it. Yeah, it's cool.
How long have you been a martial artist?
What inspired you to do martial arts? What made that driven drive and passion in your soul?
I think Bruce Lee and Pacquiao were my inspiration. I think, and be in some way an inspiration for others, at least for the people around me, at least the kids, in some way I feel like I can contribute to the way they see martial arts. And it's not just a combat sport, it's a
lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. You can learn from it, discipline and self-control, being balanced. It helps with your well-being, physically, mentally, also spiritually.
What's the process of training for you?
Well, it depends. If I want to compete, then I have to go into this boot camp mode and train frequently. But most of the time, I just train to maintain my weight, my health, to stimulate my body, to stimulate my mind, keep myself occupied, and learn new things.
Okay. What's your relationship like with a close family that you have? Friends? Any love life going on?
I respect them. That's all that matters, I think. As long as I respect them for who they are and accept them for who they are and who they want to be. I don't think I have to get on my knees and please people, you know? It is what it is if we're not on good terms. I'm very loving, I'm very caring, but I also learned a lot to control my care and my attention when I do give it to others. As a introverted person, trying to be more open, learning to give when it's necessary and not overgive, and learning to speak up when it's necessary. I think that was a big mistake I had done a lot, not opening up and speaking my mind. I think a life could have been could have been avoided if I spoke up.
Not that it's ever a bad thing, but because I'm the same way. You sound like somebody who's highly sensitive and high energy, and you want the passion that you're able to conjure and dish out to be reciprocated, and that hasn't always happened for you.
Yeah.
You believe that blood is not thicker than water, and it's a real thing. It's authentic. What are your views on love outside of, I guess, familial bonds? Then, how do you look at that? How do you look at the world in that way?
Love is open, love is caring, love is sharing, love is letting you know when you're in the wrong, giving you constructive criticism, not judging you, but telling you what I see and trying to help you in a way. But when it comes to relationships, like the opposite sex, I'm still old school, I think. I'm not trying to get into any sexual activity. Me being very quiet, very shy, I avoided a lot of that. I know I had many opportunities to do a lot of things, but I didn't for good reasons. Real love takes time. Yeah, real love is slow. It's like fire, like a love, at least fake love to me is like plastic. If you light it up, it burns out fast. Real love is like wood. You burn it, it's gonna last longer. I'm not perfect, but I've learned a lot about myself, and I know what I can contribute into a relationship.
Yeah. The most respectable thing you can do is to stay true to yourself, and not really subscribe to the idea of keeping up with the Joneses and wanting to be with everybody. It's not really what it's cut out to be, man. Especially these days in the world where everything is fake, everyone is trying to be like something else.
Social media killed society. Just put it like that.
Everyone has their pace. Everyone has their learning style. I'm pretty slow, but I have my style of learning. Yours can be different. His is different. Mine is probably visual.
What are some of the impacts you think social media has had on society today?
I think everyone's trying to get caught up into this, project some kind of like extravagance.
Put on a show.
Yeah,
want to do things like post things that aren't theirs.
Yeah, I don't mind you putting contact as long as it's informational, as long as it's entertaining. Like, it's actually entertaining. It's not just a selfie of you all the time posting selfies. Like, there's no creativity, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no contact into it. Like, context, there's no value. I think when it's mostly selfies or visual thing, it's more like an ego thing.
All superficial shit for personal gain.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Is it safe to say that you would want to see social media transformed into this thing where it's like
almost like obnoxious,
primarily about like benefiting people and like giving them information that they can actually use in their daily lives, as opposed to like money and sex and whatnot?
Yeah, I feel like people do it just so they can feel that dopamine, so they can feel that pleasure that's created when they get likes or comments or attention. That's not real, man. That's all illusion. It's all fake. Smoke and mirrors. At the end of the day, I can still be authentic in a way. You know, it might not be perfect. It might not be the best equipment with the best equipment, but I can still, use my voice.
How do you use it to your advantage?
Like I said, I grew up pretty quiet, so I kind of learned it late. Vocalize my thoughts. But I feel like I've been getting better, reading a lot, and socializing more, and doing these different jobs. It's a work in progress, and I'm still learning. I'm not the best in expressing myself, but I can try. I've been getting a lot better. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot. I was very quiet. Everyone that knows me, or everyone knows I didn't speak at all. I just basically did hand gestures to communicate. Oh, I came a long way. I speak more. I want to take this opportunity to express myself for those that don't really know me. Yeah. That's getting good. I'm getting the flow.
No, yeah, that's flowing. That's a lot. What other forms of entertainment besides comedy and podcasting? Do you like, what types of music do you like to listen to?
Right now, the background is lo-fi jazz beats. I like chill, relaxing music. I like 90s, 80s, R&B, hip-hop, 2000s. I like Bow Wow. Let me hold you. You know what I'm saying? I like...
Despicable. Of course you would sing that.
Nelly?
You was about to say R. Kelly?
No. I like Nelly.
You still gonna sing Steps in the Name of Love in the cookouts.
I grew up listening to instrumental. My grandma would play it on her disc recorder, and she would put instrumental music for me. And I actually have the playlist still. The types of songs she would play. I think one of the artists was Clayderman, pianist. Yeah, I listen to Clayderman a lot. But I listen to all types.
You listen to everything.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that my father showed me Clayderman. So.
Yeah.
Who in entertainment inspired you to want to be a presence in the field? Like, who's popping right now? Who was popping early in your life?
Yeah.
Combination of the two.
Inspired me? I said one of them was Dashy. In the comedy side, I kind of feel like I can imitate him a lot. I like Jordan Peterson. I do watch Ben Shapiro sometimes. Sometimes David Goggins.
Would you say you're a more right-leaning person or left-leaning?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really sure. I like both sides, what they say sometimes, but I'm always I feel like I'm always be neutral. I don't want to pick sides. Yeah, I'm open to doing things in a different way.
How so? What is the different way? As opposed to what way that you feel is in the now, in this moment.
Yeah, some things I'm for. I think I don't remember everything. I can't recall everything. But I think I would be the type to be for both sides. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. We're still for the same team.
We all generally want the same things.
Yeah, we still gotta help each other out. We're all on the same team. We're just trying to get the best outcome.
How do you feel about the state of the LGBTQIA plus community?
The state?
Yeah.
Or the state they're in?
How do you feel about this group of people?
I don't judge them. I have many gay, lesbian, trans friends. I don't judge them. I'm not judging them for what they decide they want to do with their lives and how they want to modify themselves. Just like every other person, I respect them because they're human, just like me. And I'm not perfect.
That's real.
I'm here to support all types of people with different backgrounds. Yeah. I am not...
Shout out to them.
Yeah, I'm not for the extreme part. Like there's aspects of each group, different types of communities that are very extreme. I'm not for that part. Some things are too extreme. I'm not for that. But I do accept people. All types of people.
What does money mean to you?
Money is just a piece of paper. I know it's useful to like maintain your home, to buy food, to buy clothes, things you need. So money is not going to cuddle you to bed. Money is not gonna give you a piece of advice. Money is not gonna talk to you. You know.
Doesn't money make you happy?
It could make you happy. It could make me happy. But at the end of the day, money is not gonna give you a kid. You know.
Kids, daycare is $11,000 a year. So think about baby fever.
But what I'm trying to say is that money, you can't compare money to relationships. Like you really gotta value relationships.
It brings out one-sided relationships. Like say for example, if you got money and like the girl you dating, like you know what I'm saying, asks you for this and that all the time, you ask her for something, and then it's an excuse. You staying with that? No, because it's one-sided. And she was just there for the money and the attention.
Here's the thing. Money is a tool. Okay.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if somebody, anybody, whether it's a girlfriend, a mother, a friend, whatever, they love you, it's never for anything that you have. The money that you do have is used to support yourself so that you can support others. Essentially, is the main goal here. That's what I believe.
Yeah, money's
like
energy.
A tool.
Yeah, I'll support people that support me, but if people, you know what I'm saying?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But if I'm supporting someone, they not supporting me, what's the point of being around?
If they're your allies, they gotta support each other. We have to support each other. But if they're not for you, you can tell. That's when you gotta create those boundaries. You know, I don't think people like appreciate.
What do you mean? People don't appreciate relationships?
Yeah, like money's not gonna talk to you. Like they're not like a friend. You can't compare money with friendships.
You're saying people overcompensate, like they feel like something is lacking and they think that money can fill that void.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally have another human being by your side. Who's gonna like talk to you? Not the money.
But it can't solve everything. And ultimately,
of course.
People who do make a lot of money, I mean, I'm just a regular guy, 9-to-5 guy. But I can imagine at some point with the things that people all generally seem to want, at some point, money's gotta stop really being the thing that fulfills you, because you get everything, and then what's next? And people don't realize how limited they are to actually use the money that they have. Bro, we forget that, like, we're literally just, like, floating on a mysterious rock in a universe we really haven't fully discovered, that we know very little about beyond, like, the atmosphere of the earth that we're on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be something else that we could be doing out there and learning and discovering. If money's the key to making that happen, why aren't we all being supplied with it? But that's just me.
Yeah, you gotta have that balance the way you look at money. You can't make it your be all. You can't hold money into this pedestal. Because at the end of the day, it's just an object. It's not gonna feed you when you're old. You can maybe buy or rent someone to help you, take care of you, pay someone. But at the end of the day, are they doing it for you because they know you and who you are, or are they doing it just because they're getting paid? It's not the same. It's not authentic. People, that's where the problem is. People have all this money and they get taken care of, but at the end of the day, it doesn't feel transparent for them for some reason. They still have a void. They haven't properly prepared a base, a foundation to build on. I think that's what it is. People don't really like appreciate it. The idea of relationships, how having a friend helps a lot. A real friend. It might be one friend, but it's better than having 100 other people that barely know you, you know? All that social media stuff, it's almost the same thing. Like, you can have 3,000 friends in your friend list, but like, you don't really know each other like that, to be honest. You probably know, like, genuinely, you probably know like 10, 20 people, 30 people, 50 on average. But like, do we really like talk to everyone all the time? No, I like talk to like 1 or 2 friends or 3, maybe a group in a community somewhere. But like, no, I don't have 2,000 friends. I don't have 2,000 followers. I have what I have, which is like 100 people that I know. That's that I know. Do I associate with everyone? No. Sometimes friendships die down for different reasons. But like, I still use my social media platform to be able to promote, that's the word. Promote. Yeah, I would like to promote my business one day. So I feel like if I can gather the right audience, I'll get like a mojo going, and it's also helping me practice, like talk to people one-on-one or to a group if I ever do that, you know. If I ever get the chance to like talk in front of people, this is like practice to me, so I think it's helping me as well.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Social media links will be in the comments. Tune in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all.